Pearl. It's Wednesday, the 1st of April. As you can see, I've written the date on the board, just like at school. So it's April Fool's Day, but no April Fool from me. You're still doing your maths. One moment, let Eddie out. Come on then. Right, so here's a little starter for you today. We're still focusing this week on area and perimeter. Okay, so I've drawn just a little rectangle here for you. And I would like you to work out, first of all, if each of these squares was 1 centimetre, what the perimeter of my rectangle would be, and then what the area of my rectangle would be. So I can tell you, in case you can't see it very clearly from here, that I've got 4 squares across on the long side and 2 squares down. So if each of those squares was 1 centimetre, what would the perimeter and area be? Then I'd like to work out what my area and perimeter would be if each square was 2 centimetres. Okay, and then finally, if each square was 5 centimetres. So I'm going to pause right here and let you work that out. Okay, now you've had some time to work those out. Let's go through the answers. If each square was 1 centimetre, my perimeter would be 4 centimetres plus 4 centimetres, which gives me, how many, Emmy?
8.
Good girl, 8 centimetres plus 2 more centimetres. What would that give me?
10
And the last 2?
would be 12.
Good girl. So my perimeter of this rectangle would be 12 centimetres. Now, if each square was 2 centimetres, okay, not 1 centimetre, I'm just going to double my answer. So, double 12 is?
24.
Good girl, 24 centimetres. Okay, now if each one was 5, I can't double it. But what do I know? I know that if it was 1 centimetre, it's 12 centimetres, and therefore it's going to be 5 times bigger. Okay, so I could count in 5s really easily. So I could go 5, 10, 15, 20. I know that 4 times 5 is 20. Okay, so I've got 20 here, and I've got 20 here, which gives me what, Emmy?
40.
Good girl. And I've got 5 here and 5 here, which gives me 10. So 40 add 10 is?
80. No, 50.
Good girl, 50. Plus another 10?
60.
Excellent. So it'd be 60. Also, do you notice that 12 times 5 is 60? Okay, so you can still use your times tables. Now I'm going to show you how to work out the area of each of these. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to work out the area. Okay, so if each of these squares was 1 centimetre, to work out the area, remember you times the long side by the short side. So we know that 4 times 2 is?
8.
Thank you. So my area is 8 centimetres. Now remember, you have to put the little 2 at the top, which means squared. So the area is 8 centimetres square. Now if each of these was 2 centimetres, I'm just going to double it. So what's 2 8s, Emmy?
2 8s are 16.
Good girl. So my area is 16 centimetres square. Now if each of these was 5, okay, it's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
40.
There we go. And that's how you work out the area. Okay, now we're going to work out the perimeter of some shapes that are not regular. So these are regular shapes, okay, and can you remember they are called compound shapes. Okay, so we're going to work out the perimeter, the area around the outside of some compound shapes. Now, we're going to assume that each square is 1 centimetre to make it simpler. Okay, so we can see here that we've got 6 centimetres at the top, along the long edge, and 5 down the bottom. Okay, so if we're going to calculate the perimeter of the whole shape, the compound shape, okay, we have to work out what the measurements of these sides are. Okay, and for this purpose, we can just count the number of squares because we know that each are equal to 1 centimetre. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3 here. I've got 2 here. I've got another 2 there. And I've got 4 here. Okay, however, okay, I could have known that each of these sides here were 2 centimetres without actually counting the squares, because this side here is 5 centimetres and here I've got 3 centimetres. So I know that I've got 2 centimetres missing. Okay, that's a clue. If you get a question that it hasn't got all of the measurements in, that's how you can work it out. Okay, I also could have known that because my top end here is 6 centimetres, my bottom part here is 4, and therefore 2 centimetres is missing. Okay, so if I work out the perimeter of this shape, I need to add all of these sides together. So I've got 6 centimetres plus 5 centimetres plus 3 centimetres plus 2 centimetres plus 2 centimetres plus 4 centimetres. So let's just do some quick maths. I've got 6 and 5, which is 11, plus 3, which is going to give me 14, plus 2, 16, plus 2, 18, plus 4 gives me 22. The perimeter of this compound shape is 22 centimetres. Okay, so now my next compound shape is down here. Okay, again, we're assuming that each square is 1 centimetre. So I can see that it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 centimetres across. Okay, I can see that it's 2 centimetres down the side, another 2 there, 1 here, 2 centimetres here, 1, 2, 3 centimetres there, and 2 centimetres there. Now I'm going to work out the perimeter of this shape. I'm going to add up 6 plus 2 plus another 2, another 2, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 2. And that is going to give me 6 and 2 is 8, plus 2 is 10, plus another 2 is 12, 13, 15, 18, 20. 20 centimetres.